Look, hold on. I got girls. So, I got an 8-year-old. That man, as soon
That's
as
what we need.
as soon as I
Bring
graduate,
ass
he be
whoopings
like,
back again.
We know you don't be whooping. Your belt so flimsy.
no, it's not. Not with my strength behind it.
No,
Sorry.
I'm talking about Miss Nikki. Your belt so
Oh yeah.
flimsy.
She
Oh,
don't
Ain't
my
whoop
gonna hurt
belt.
nobody.
nobody. She don't whoop nobody. She lying. She lying.
First of
She don't.
all, yes, I have
Let me
whooped
say,
somebody.
tell them how you scare them. Tell them how you show them how you scare them. Go ahead.
Do it work or not?
It don't.
It works.
Once they get to about 16, they know you're not gonna whoop them. Go ahead and show them how you scare them.
So
I have a very exactly. We all know the kids are sneaky because we were kids, right? Like kids, our parents would say, "Don't do this" or "You should do that," and then we figure out some sort of sneaky way to get around it, and they don't find out a lot of the times or some of the times. I just got one particular response to all these kids that's been abandoned. You ready?
that's all they need.
Belt to
I don't
ass.
know. But that got to start early though. You can't wait. You start that late. It's not effective.
Uh,
Like you got to start reprimanding early.
Depend on how you depend on how you swing that belt.
You brought a belt. You brought a
Depend
belt.
on belts get at that age you need a extension cord. You got to put some
but
webs on it.
I was
So
thinking,
let
I
me
was
ask you
watching.
this, because you are, since we got the men on here and talking about, let's talk about boy moms, especially we talking about single moms, because a lot of single moms out here, we know that. But I always think about, because your son usually gets bigger than you. At what point do you think women mothers still should be trying to whoop their oversized son? If you did, how would you go about it? Because a lot of times they end up picking up brooms or something. Like, what do y'all think about that?
I think
Because I think some parents are intimidated by their kids after a certain point.
I think you're right. However, I think that only is a factor if you haven't already introduced the belt to them at the age that you were saying that they need to. Right? Because you were saying that it has to be like 6 or 7, or once they reach about 6 or 7, if you haven't introduced the belt to them, that level of discipline to them, then once they reach the age of 16 and they're 6'4" and you're 5'2", they're not gonna take that seriously.
I definitely introduced the belts.
I'm very big on corporal punishment. I'm very big on discipline. So once it gets to that point, and once you're at the once they're at let's just say 16, they're 200 pounds and 6'4", your attempts to discipline them will be less effective than when they're little kids and still in diapers. So you instill that fear with that parental fear with them, and it doesn't necessarily have to go through actual whooping, but you instill that parental fear in them when they're at a young age, so that once they grow up, it'll still be in them. It'll show. It's like a flower that'll blossom.
Yep.
Jay, every day say gotta be creative. Give us some examples so we can start mollywopping these little boys and get so they won't turn into YNs. What you think? Because Carlos, you got kids, don't you?
Slapping the shit out of their asses.
Is he froze?
You gotta unmute.
Carlos froze.
Yeah, I think
he
he's
froze.
Yeah.
Damn.
The internet knew he was about to drop something serious.
He's about to say something.
He was about to say something, and then it froze.
I know he out of town for work, so.
Let me
But
see.
Hey, all I'm saying is definitely a fan of abuse.
No, we're not. We do not condone abuse or violence of any children on this channel or Just a Brown Girl in America. The views of everyone else do not necessarily reflect the views of this channel. Thank you.
Yeah, no, but they do need to get some kind of punishment though, because taking things away don't work.
He say kneeing on rice.
Yeah.
I said that, bro. I said that.
Yep. I'm telling you, it does not work. Taking their games away and all that, they just become more defiant.
They figure out different ways to continue to, like you said, be defiant.
If you're in the comments, drop some creative ways for women to chastise their teenage sons.
And not pushing in no chest because they can die.
It's not even that. I mean, yes, there's that, but hypothetically, this child, your son is 6 feet tall and 200 pounds. Your punch in the chest doesn't feel like much.
I'm clipping them though.
Well, I'm
clipping them. You gonna come down to my size? I'm clipping you.
What?
I'm glad I don't have to hit my baby.
No, you just trip them. You just clip them. I wish you would. I'm gonna trip your ass. Giants do fall.
Did you hear what I asked you, Carlos, before it froze?
I say that again.
Did you hear what I asked you before it froze?
No, what did you ask?
I was asking, you got sons, you got kids, right?
I got 3 sons.
Yeah, so if we saying, and if just thinking about like how the mother's raising, like when they get bigger, what creative ways would you tell her to be able to chastise your teenage son, like once they get bigger than them and physically bigger, but they still teenagers and need reprimanding?
What do you mean?
You
like,
can't whoop them.
You can't whoop who?
I'm saying for a woman, the mother, when your child outgrow you, when your son child outgrow you.
I never outgrew my mom. I'm 37 years old and I'm still scared of her. Like, that don't make sense to me.
So then she beat you since she was little, and then you just was scared ever since then?
It wouldn't be. I don't like the word beat. I like the word discipline.
That's what we were saying, Carlos. Yeah.
It's discipline and it's respect. My whole thing is I got an older brother. If I ever in my life woke up to my mom, man, my older brother whooped my ass.
Just put it away.
Everybody bring the belts out today.
It's a level of respect, and them children did not have respect.
See, look, hold on. I got girls. I got an 8-year-old.
That's what we need. Bring ass whoopings back again.
We know you don't be whooping. Your belt so flimsy.
No, it's not. Not with my strength behind it. Sorry.
No, I'm talking about Miss Nikki. Your belt so flimsy.
Yeah. She don't whoop nobody. She lying. She lying.
Yes, I have.
Tell them how you scare them. Show them how you scare them. Go ahead.
Do it work or not?
It don't.
It works.
Once they get to about 16, they know you're not gonna whoop them. Go ahead and show them how you scare them.
I was scared of that. What you mean?
I walk out around like, hell y'all.
Man, look, if you ain't never got scared of what Nikki just displayed, that means you the problem.
Let me tell you something.
Right, talking about you a strong one. Come get your kid.
Listen to what I'm saying. If you never got scared about the display Nikki just shown, you the problem.
Nah, my mama didn't whoop us. My mom
works.
So you telling me right now, as a little girl, if your mama would have did that wouldn't have scared you, Amber?
My mom did not ever. She does not believe in whoopings. So I've never
that's
seen.
Not true. That's not true.
Maybe she whooped you.
So how did you get disciplined?
We did
Amber
not.
didn't get no whoopings.
How are you so respectful then?
She's not.
I'm saying, how did you do you recall any time you got disciplined as a child?
No. I was actually very respectful as a child, so I didn't have.
Amber didn't get whooping.
So why
Amber
were you
got whooping.
why were you so respectful though?
Because I see what Nikki and Lexus did.
What? Okay, the audience is listening. What do that mean?
So
Like peers?
my older sister, my younger sisters were daredevils. And so I would see what they were doing and how they would get disciplined, and I didn't want that. So I just didn't do anything.
So you seen discipline and you didn't want to. You. That's what I'm saying. If you never seen that, then what? Bam! You would have been scared of that. You already saying you were scared of that because you seen your siblings get that. So you like, oh no, I ain't finna do that.
That's true. I was like, oh no, I'm cool.
So
you gotta think when I was coming up. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
You seen discipline on your siblings, and that straightened you up.
But they didn't get whoopings.
What did they get?
One got put out for a couple nights, and they didn't have nowhere to go. And then one of them, okay, so
discipline is discipline. It don't matter how you.
Hold on. One quick story. She didn't want to wash the dishes, so my daddy made her.
Whose story you telling?
My daddy made her stand in front of the kitchen and the sink all night long.
Yeah, but that's still discipline.
Cool.
But we were talking about whoopings.
I said discipline.
Before then, I was just saying.
Whooping is discipline. All that stuff follow, like what you're saying, follow up under the definition.
I got a whooping. So I don't know what they talking about. I got a whooping.
So you was a product of disciplinary acts on your sister and brother, so you didn't want to indulge in it. So that's why
I got more whoopings before she was born.
Yeah,
and then I got one good whooping where my mom let my stepdad whoop me because I got caught kissing.
My daddy ain't never whooped me.
You muted.
You was fast.
Yeah.
No, I just liked the boy and I thought I could get away with kissing him and I didn't because they drove up and caught me.
My God.
They was watching you. Huh?
They pulled up. I was like, those headlights. If y'all have seen, I slid from well, I slithered my way back into that house. It was so great.
Not outside.
Yeah, I got a whooping. But yeah.
No. As it pertains to the conversation, do you think that whooping or the whoopings or to what Carlos is saying, the different disciplinary actions that have been have been put upon you affected your behavior as life progressed?
Like, do you think that? But also, when I was coming up, the household wasn't the only people whooping us. We was getting whoopings in school.
Shit.
Like we got swat paddled in school.
Did you?
If we got in trouble. Yes, absolutely. Yes. Even when I went to high school, they really wasn't doing it. But when I went to a particular high school, they were still doing it. You had to go to the gym teacher, and he had one of those leather swats, and it had the enforcer wrote on it.
My Lord.
The enforcer.
Did you hear what I said? Hold on, my Lord.
When you was little, they would take a ruler and bend. Anybody in the chat remember that? If they my age, they'll bend your hand back like that, and they'll get the ruler, and they'll give you like 3 pops. Psh, psh, psh. Or they'll make you write on the board 100 times or 200 times. I will not do whatever I did.
That's where I was going with it. Because as a punishment for me, I'm just imagining it of how angry and infuriated I would be if this was my child, and what would be a punishment that I would have them do. And I also reflect back when I was a kid. It wasn't necessarily the whooping that did that put my behavior in order. It was the talk afterwards or whatever the punishment was that happened afterwards. But
the whooping put me in my place. That shit hurt.
I used to, but I got to. So did y'all rather have a whooping or a punishment? They had gave me an option, and I was just choosing the whooping.
I never got that option.
I started choosing the whooping versus the punishment because I made the mistake of choosing the punishment.
Did.
And now it's way worse.
I never got a punishment. We got whoopings. There wasn't no punishment.
I like that. Get it whooping, get it over with, get it done.